Good day everyone, I'm Jhoan Mae Rioja and I'm Jasmine Villegas. We are first year student of Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Mathematics and this is our video primer tutorial about propositional logic.
In this video, we're gonna talk about propositional logic. When we say propositional logic, it is the area of logic that deals with proposition. When we say proposition, the declarative sentence that declares a fact that either true or false. So, in propositional logic, they have logical operators that are used to form a new proposition from two or more existing propositions. Logical operators are also called connectives. And propositional variables, the variables that represent preposition, and these are P, Q, R, and S. So, for today's video, we're gonna focus and to discuss the logical operators or logical connectives, which are negation, conjunction, disjunction, and exclusive or implication, and biconditional.
Good afternoon partner, so itututor ko ngayon sa iyo yung all about the logical operators. So I have here a table, so which is the type of statement, the definition, symbolic forms, connective, and the last one is the statement. So the type of statement that I'll tutor on you, which is the negation, conjunction, and disjunction. So when we say negation is an action or logical operation of negating or making negative. So when we say the negation, it is a making negative or negating. So ginagawang negative or for example, which is the true will make it negative. So yung true gagawin natin false, yun ang yung negation, which has a symbolic form. Just like this, yung symbol forms ng negation. So kapag ang ginamit natin propositional variables is P and Q. So kapag basahin natin, when we read this symbolic, which is the negation of P and negation of Q, which denoted the connectives of not. So, as you can read, the statement is not P or not Q. So, let's proceed to the conjunction. In conjunction, in logic, it is a statement formed by adding two statements. So, by adding two statements in this conjunction. So, ang symbol naman sa conjunction is just like this. So, P, conjunction of Q, denoted by the word of and. So, can be read as a statement of P and Q. So, in this junction, in logic, it is a compound statement formed by combining two statements. So, kung sa conjunction naman is adding two statements, ang disjunction naman is combining two statements. So, ang symbol forms na ginagamit sa disjunction is just like this, vice versa sa, kung makapansin mo, vice versa sa conjunction. Letter D yung symbol na ginagamit sa disjunction. So, P, disjunction of Q, denoted by or. So, can be read as a statement P or Q. So, I have here example which write the required statement given the indicate connective. So, kailangan natin mag-indicate ng connective. So, kailangan natin i-indicate yung connective dun sa given statement. So, the proposition of Q and the proposition of P and Q. So, the proposition of P, triangle has three sides. And the proposition of Q, triangle has three corners. So, sa pag-indicate natin ng connectives, unahin natin si negation of P, and then si negation of Q. So, negation of P, triangle doesn't have three sides. So, i-indicate natin si connectives, which is denoted by not. So, i-indicate lang natin na the word doesn't. So, sa proposition, the triangle has three sides, ibabaliktad lang natin siya, o i-gagawin lang natin siyang negative. A-add tayo ng word na not, or doesn't, kasi na negation of P. The same as the negation of Q. Triangle doesn't have three corners. Kasi ang proposition dito ng Q is triangle have three corners. So, gagawin natin siyang, i-negate natin yung proposition Q. So, mag-a-add din tayo ng the word doesn't. So, para manigate natin siya. So, the negation of Q is triangle doesn't have three corners. So, let's proceed to the P conjunction of Q. So, as you remember, conjunction is adding two statements. So, the proposition of Q and the proposition of P and the proposition of Q, let's add together, or let's add the two proposition is, let's add together. So, it will become the P conjunction of Q. Triangle has three sides. So, and three corners. So ang ginamit nating connected dyan is and. Kasi nga, P conjunction of Q, conjunction is denoted by the word and. So, let's proceed to the P disjunction of Q. So, From this, triangle has three sides or three corners. So this junction is denoted by or. So as you can remember, that this junction is combining the two statements. So kaya ang ginamit natin word dito is or kasi ito yung connective natin operator. So lagi mong tatandaan na from these symbols and these symbols is negation, which is denoted by not. So, and from these symbols of this conjunction, that's connective of and. So, tatandaan natin kasi nga, kapag itong ganitong symbols, automatic, this is not. And kapag ganitong symbol, this is and. And these symbols, for letter B, is or. So, I hope you understand.
Let's proceed to the truth values of proposition of B, P, and proposition of Q. So, in this table, given na itong truth values sa ating truth table. So, sa truth tables, always remember na mostly ang ginagamit nating value is true or either false. So, from this table, kailangan nating sagutan si negation of B, negation of Q, P, conjunction of Q, and P, disjunction of Q. So, the rest, yan lahat natin, kailangan natin siyang sagutan. This is the given value. So, when we say negation of P, or not P, or okay, negation of P. Ito, in this symbol, is negation. This is negation. Okay, negation. And this is negation also, the negation of Q. Negation. So, hahanapin natin we will find the negation of P. So, first, kailangan natin mag-focus dito sa proposition ni P. So, ang given value dito is true, true, false, then false. So, para makita natin ang negation of P, it will become true, gagawin natin siyang false, and the false, gagawin natin siyang true. So, the negation of the proposition. So, the given value here is true. So, it will become the negation of P, it will become F, or false. So, and this one, the second one is true again. So, the negation of P is false. So, the third one values is P, F, then F. So, it will become false, it will become true. Then the last one is, it's also become true. So, simple lang yung gagawin natin kay negation. Yung true, gagawin natin false, and ang false, gagawin natin true. The same as sa gagawin natin kay negation of Q. So, dito naman tayo magpo-focus sa proposition of Q, sa table ni Q. Kasi nga, this is the negation of P, ito ang table ni P, dito tayo magpo-focus. This is the negation of Q, so we should focus here on the table of proposition of Q. So, here's the truth value of negation, proposition of Q, which are true, false, and false. So, the negation of Q, which is the true, it will become false. Okay. False, it will become true. Then true, it will become false. False, it will become true. So, ang negation ni P at negation ni Q ay same as sa gagawin natin. So, as you remember, lagi mong tandaan na dito sa hahanapin natin negation ni P or negation ni Q, yung true, gagawin natin false. At the same time, ang false, gagawin natin true. So, let's proceed to P, conjunction of Q. So, P, and that symbol is denoted by N, P and Q. Dito naman, kailangan natin mag-focus sa table of ni P and Q, which is, ang hinahanap is the conjunction of P and Q. So, mag-focus tayo sa table ni P and then Q. So, in this table, which we'll find the P conjunction of Q. So, kailangan from that naman, which is, kapag dalawa yung true, it will become true. Pero kapag isa lang yung true, it will become false. So, just like this, the proposition of P and the proposition of Q is true and true. True and true, it will become the conjunction of true. It will become true. Kasi nga dalawang true, it will become true. So, sa proposition of P and Q, true and false, it will become false. So, false and true, it will become, again, false. And the last one, false, it will become false. So, sa dito sa conjunction of P and Q, true, kung saan yung dalawang true, it will become, magiging siyang true. Pero kung isa lang yung true, magiging false talaga siya. Just like this, true, it will become true. At kung hindi naman true, false, it will become false talaga. So, kailangan dito, ang keyword natin sa conjunction is, kailangan dalawa yung true sa statement or sa proposition. So, let's proceed to the disjunction. So, this is the conjunction. And the last one is disjunction. So, just like kay conjunction, si P and Q. So, ang hahanapin naman natin dito or sasagutan natin dito is si P and Q. So, focus pa rin tayo sa table ni P, sa proposition ni P at saka ni Q. So, dito naman, one true will become true. Diba? Just like, kahit saang table na may true, kahit isang true lang, magiging true siya. So, hindi siya katulad kay conjunction, yung rule ni conjunction is 2 by 2 true, doon na siya magiging true. Dito naman kay disjunction naman is, kahit isang true lang, it will become true. So, just like this, true, sa proposition of P and Q, which is true and true, it will become true. Sa proposition, the second one is true and false, it will become true again. Kasi nga may true siya. So, if false and true, it will become true again. So, the last one is false. Doon pa lang siya magkakaroon ng false. Okay, mag-recap tayo kay negation, kay conjunction at disconjunction. So, para mas maunawaan mo, I have here a key or keywords para mas maunawaan mo siya. So, kay negation, which is, this is the symbol is denoted by not. So, kailangan dito, yung true, gagawin natin siyang false. Then false, gagawin natin siyang true. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. I-negate natin yung sentence from true into false and false into true. So, kay conjunction naman, which is symbol is like this, denoted by N. So, tatandaan natin dito is, kapag may dalawang true, it will become true. So, ito na tatandaan natin, kapag dalawang true, it will become true. So, kapag true, false, it will become false. At kapag false, true, and false, the rest is false. So, false siya. So, tatandaan lang natin ang conjunction, nagiging true lang ang statement kapag the both proposition is true and true. So, it will become true. So, kay disjunction naman, disjunction, the switch, a symbol of is like this, the letter B, denoted by the word of or. So, ito yung tatandaan natin kay disjunction. Magkaiba sila ng rule ni conjunction. Kay disjunction naman, one true, it will become true. So, true, it will become true. True, false, it will become true. False, true, it will become true. False, and false, it will become false. So, itatandaan natin dito kay disjunction, which is one true, it will become true. At kay conjunction naman, two true, so kailangan two true talaga siya para maging true. It will become true. So, yan ang natapos yung pag-tutor ko sa iyo. So, I hope you have learned a lot. So, thank you.
Good afternoon, partner. Today, I will discuss to you the logical operators. So, this symbol represents as explosive OR. This symbol also represents as implication, and these are biconditional. So, for now, let us talk about explosive OR. So, explosive OR, let P and Q, the proposition, the exclusive of P and Q denoted by P, exclusive Q, is proposition that is when true, when exactly one of P or Q are true. So, in exclusive OR, lagi lang natin tatandaan na magiging true lang yung product niya if one of the proposition P and Q are true. So, let's look at the table. So, as can you see, T, true, and proposition P, true. Proposition Q is true. The product is false because hindi niya nasunod yung rules ni exclusive OR. Dahil yung rules ni exclusive OR, dapat isang true lang either dito sa dalawa. Then dito naman, T and F. So, the product of proposition into an exclusive P and Q, the product is true because nagawa niya yung rules ni exclusive OR. True yung ating proposition of P. Then, third, proposition of P is false and proposition of Q is true. Yung magiging product niya is true also because one of them are true. Then, last, proposition of P and proposition of F is equivalent of Q because wala siyang true dito sa statement ng P and Q. So, yun yung tatandaan natin sa exclusive OR, magiging true lang isang statement kapag yung P or Q ay mayroong isang true. Kaya siya magiging true. Kapag hindi na, false na siya kapag same na silang variables. Then now, let us talk about implication. So, in implication, let P and Q, the proposition, the conditional statement is true when P and Q is false and true otherwise. So, in this table, as can you see, if the proposition P is true and proposition of Q is true, the product is true. Then, if the proposition of P is true and the proposition of Q is false, the product is false. And if the proposition of P is false and the proposition of Q is true, the product is true. And if the proposition of P is false and the proposition of Q is false is equals true. So, in this implication table, yung tatandaan lang natin, dapat meron siyang dapat yung P natin is true at yung Q natin na statement is false para magiging false siya. Pero lahat ng statement na to true kapag yung P and Q natin true or lahat ng P dito true, then dito naman kahit pareho pa silang false pero true pa rin yung magiging sagot niya. Then sa biconditional statement naman, so biconditional, let P and Q the proposition, the biconditional statement biconditional Q is true when P and Q have the same truth value and is false otherwise. So dito, madali lang natin siyang tatandaan kasi sabi niya, dapat daw magiging true lang ang isang bagay or yung isang statement and proposition Q are same true. So the equivalent or the product is true. While in this, if the propositional P is true and the propositional Q is false, the product is false. Then propositional P is false and the propositional Q is true, the product is also false. And the propositional P is false and the propositional Q is false, the product is true. So, itong dalawa lang yung nakasunod sa rules ni biconditional na dapat parihong yung propositional P and Q are same truth values. So, you have questions about that, partner?
Wala na po.
So now, thank you for listening and I hope meron kang nakuhang knowledge about exclusive or, implication, and biconditional. And proposition Q are same true. So the equivalent or the product is true. While in this, if the propositional P is true and the propositional Q is false, the product is false. Then propositional P is false and the propositional Q is true, the product is also false. And the propositional P is false and the propositional Q is false, the product is true. So, itong dalawa lang yung nakasunod sa rules ni biconditional na dapat parihong yung propositional P and Q are same truth values. So, you have questions about that, partner?
Wala na po.
So now, thank you for listening and I hope meron kang nakuhang knowledge about exclusive or, implication, and biconditional.